Hello and welcome back to Marine for TCG. My name is Joe. Drink of the day is Tenzing Lime Mint. And it's a good day today because OP14, we got not one, but 2 boxes to open today. I bought these, shockingly enough, with my own money. If you know, you know, rejected thumbnail. But I'm excited to get into these, so let's just get into it. So, jumping straight into it, first box. And this set, OP14, got half of EB04 in it if you are not familiar. Also got a new camera setup, so let me know what you think of that in the comments. But yeah, this set has got half of EB04 in. And the reason they're doing this is to help the West catch up with the East. That, I believe, is planned for OP16, that we're finally going to catch up. But yeah, this set's got like a set and a half. So getting playsets of all your SRs especially, I think it's going to be quite difficult. I am expecting some of the SRs, looking at you, to end up being quite expensive in this set, but we will see. SR, what I'm looking for most, I mean, my dream pull would be the SP Sengoku. That's probably my favourite card in the set. But anything from Mihawk as well. And the green Nami SR that goes into Red Green Luffy. So I'm looking to build that as well. Got the Shiryu. Shiryu, not bad for Ivankov. Miss Merry Christmas. Got a Buffalo. Crescent Cutlass, probably the worst Baroque Works card in the set. Doesn't tend to see a lot of play. Thriller Box Slop, you love to see it. Macro Gang, got a Jinbei leader, and we'll mention it now, I suppose. So, leader packs can now have hits in them. In the past, when you looked at the side of the pack, you saw this colour, you're like, oh, it's a dead pack. But now these can have SRs or even alt hearts in them, which is, it gives, I don't know, it's that's a nice little thing. It gives you a little bit more suspense, right, when you see the colour by accident. Shirahoshi and a Captain Kid. So this is an EB04 card, and this is an OP14 card. So as you can see, they're considered to have like the same rarities. It's not like PRB, when the PRB cards seem to be incredibly hard to pull. Yeah, it's just a bigger set, really. That's really all there is to it. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what are you hoping for? Which leaders from the new set are you hoping to build? I think Boa and Mihawk are going to be the most popular ones from the new set. Got a Beppo, very underwhelming card. Rindo, Fisher Tiger, great card for Jimbo, this, very, very powerful. Bartolomeo, Marguerite, another funny Boa trigger card. Man, when Boa gets the triggers early, it's so tilting. King, nuts in Kaido. This card's like the reason Kaido's playable again. And on the end, we've got a Ground Death. Now, Ground Death, this is possibly the best black event in the game. Let me know if you agree. This is staple 4 of in Emu, staple 4 in Crocodile. That 4,000 power counter effect is insane. And the negate is really useful too for either going for game or if you need to combo it with some removal pieces to get around some anti-removal type effects. That can be pretty good. Pack number 3. Got a Kinemon, quite underwhelming card. Hannibal again for Ivankov. The Groggy Monsters. What do you think of Foxy in this set? Did a video on Foxy quite recently. It feels alright. It feels better. I'm not sure it's good. I never bothered to remember the Faces of Trash. Leader Gecko Moria, everyone's favourite in the set. Absalom. Oh, we've got a secret crocodile on the end. Nice. Look at that. The art on this one's great. I think that picks up quite well. Yeah, the texturing is really, really decent as well. On like the left side, it's very rough. And then he's quite shiny. His hook's very shiny. This is an absolute staple in the Crocodile deck. This is kind of the card that the deck is built around. Playing Crocodile without this Crocodile, just a waste of time. Everyone, myself included, was very, very confused when the Crocodile deck was getting revealed. Up until we got this card, and then it sort of all made sense that that's now what you're building towards. So yeah, that nice to get one. I don't think I'm going to be building Crocodile, but I think at least one person at my locals is, so I'll probably look to see if they need it for a trade. Hey, we got a Kaido. I do need a playset of these for Kaido. Don't think I'm going to be like a Kaido main or anything, but really, really good card. And going to be essential for Kaido. And I do want to build the deck, because it's quite nice. It's like a fun little brain off kind of deck. Some decks very technical, things like your UP Luffy. And I think Kaido, he has his learning bits to learn with like the Don curve. You've got to learn when and how much Don you can minus. But I think the deck is quite straightforward once you get used to that. And I have now. My first Kaido video, I wasn't too used to how often you can trash life with like Black Maria. But yeah, Monkey D. Luffy, really nice for RG Luffy. And a Missile Sunday. Looks like we've got a crocodile box. What a time to be alive. Crocodile box. Yeah, are you going to be building crocodile? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you're planning on building croc. Got a Kinemon, Diamante, Grandma, ooh, Double Finger, Neptunian, Macro Gang, Terracotta, Hawkins, Marguerite, Sugar, Ice Time. Oh, and we got a Don. Is this the Don from OP14? No, this is the EB04 Don. Yeah, this is the EB04 Don. It's like Egghead themed. I really quite like this one. I love the gold version of this. The gold version of this Don is very nice, in my opinion. Pulling that would be pretty cool. But, yeah, regular version, it's just a Don. Although, it is worth noting that these Dons, I imagine you still get 2 per box, and with there being 2 in the set, they will be a little bit rarer than your average set Don. And the gold Don will be, like, each individual gold Don will be rarer than the Roger Don. So I would expect them to have just a little bit more value than the Roger one. Giola, Terracotta, very funny that this team's playing Sanji. I'm sure they knew, but it seems like one of those that could have been unintended. Obviously, it's intended for Vivi when that leader eventually comes out. But yeah, very good in Sanji as well, because the 3-cost Sanji is Alabasta. Hey, we've got a Kikunojo. Now, this card is the reason that you will be playing RG Odin, if you're playing RG Odin. Lets you go to 7k with your leader. Pretty cool. Not that great outside of that. I don't think this is going to be too powerful in Yamato. But I could be proven wrong. You never know. And yeah, I think this card is cool. Nothing too crazy though. Not one of the best SRs in the set. And like I was saying earlier, there are 15 SRs in this set. Normal set, you've got 10 SRs. So what that means is every SR is going to be about 50% rarer than you would expect from your average set. This is terrible. This leader stinks still. So because the SRs are just each individually rarer, I do think ones like the Boa could fetch a pretty hefty price. And I think the same about all tarts. Not secrets. I think secrets will be average price, because there's only 2 secrets in the set. The secret from EB04, not in this set. But all tarts I think will be quite pricey as well. That's not an all tart, but it is a Rosian Law. I know someone at my locals who will be after this, for sure. Really cool deck, really cool card, excuse me, for the Rosinante leader. Really nice one there. I don't really think I'm going to be bothering building Rosie, but like I say, I will be probably looking to trade that one with my homie at locals, who I know is looking to build Rosie, if he's not after all tarts. I believe he has a lot of the deck altered already, which is pretty crazy. Chambres. Is this actually what he says? I thought he was saying shambles. I thought Law said shambles, but we've got 2 of these events now, and they're both called chambres. It's like French for rooms, right? I don't know about that one. Miss Toms, Miss Golden Week, Usopp, definitely need 4 of these. Brickbat, Kaido's Closer, good event there, and Mr. 3. Nothing crazy in that one. You see the reveals today. We're getting a manga Kobe in EB04 in the Japanese release, which will be in our OP15. If you're a friend of the channel, you know I love Navy cards and have a big Navy collection. I knew it was going to happen eventually. I'm going to have to shell out for a manga. Debating whether or not to buy the Japanese version, because it will be cheaper, right? Let me know what you think in the comments. Boa and a Law. Okay, this is probably one of the worst SRs in the set, but still really nice for the Red Law deck. If you're planning on playing Red Law, you're going to need at least 3 of these. This is one of your best payoffs. Being able to swap 10k power onto like a little weenie. That's a really good play. It's just not quite enough to carry the deck to the top of the meta, I fear. He seems to be, I think, the worst of the new leaders, which is unfortunate because it seems like a cool idea, and he has a fun, aggressive play style, but, you know, it is what it is. Got a Stealth Black. This is brilliant for Sanji, by the way. If you haven't played UP Sanji with this new card, and the other one, I Can Hear the Teardrops of a Woman and Terracotta, he's got some serious buffs this set. Moria Leader, Arlong. Oh, we got an Alt-Art Jinbei. This is going straight in Sakazuki. Wasn't one I really had my eye on, but I do intend on putting Sakazuki back together come EB03, so being able to put the Alt-Art Jinbei in the deck, that'll be pretty fire. Who's that by? Nukado Komogera. I'm not familiar with this artist, but I really like the background, especially the like black and blue water ripple effects. I think it looks really, really clean. That's a really cool one. Wasn't one I was on the lookout for, but now seeing the art in person looks really, really nice. And that is 2 hits, and we're only about halfway through this box. So you never know, this could be a 3-hit box. That'd be pretty exciting. I do collect all the leaders, and there being 7 in the set. Be nice to get at least 1. That'd be pretty cool. But, you know, who's to say? Pudding, Brickbat, Dellinger, Odin, Everwhite, and a Rayleigh. Nice card. I think that Rayleigh has good potential for the future. It's not locked to anything other than being multicolored. So I do think that effect's just good, right? It's like a Jozu, but arguably better because it actually removes. As long as they don't have an on-KO, of course. Which is becoming more relevant recently. A lot of cards with on-KOs or KO protection specifically. Tashigi, and You'll Frighten Me. Definitely need 4 of these for my Mihawk deck. I was hoping to get the full art one from the Dash Pack. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen my shorts, but we whiffed. Bad RNG. And You'll Frighten Me is another brilliant counter event. The counter event market, what do you think? What do you think about counter events recently? I think they've been getting kind of crazy. Like, we've gone from Rad Beam just being that's the best you can do is a Rad Beam. And Rad Beam's still pretty solid in decks like Ace. But some of these new counter events, Emu's one never existed, the Ground Death that we talked about earlier, You'll Frighten Me, even Slave Arrow, they're really, really powerful. The amount of counter you get for 1 Don is slowly going up, and you're seeing more and more decks run these counter events. Just cool. Hey, Mr. 2! Truly, this is a Crocodile box. So we got Missile Sunday, Crocodile, and Mr. 2. Got one of each of the... hits that you need to build Crocodile. Hey, if the second box is the same, maybe we'll end up building Crocodile after all if I just get the whole deck. Spider Mice, Vista, Buffalo. Don't worry, I'm here. I am worried. This card's quite underwhelming. Feels like the removal version of Jinbei. It's a bit more powerful. At least that's how it feels to me. Hey, Zoro, this one's nice. I like this one. I actually think this is maybe a better card than the Law, which is kind of funny because it's not an SR, but comes down a bit earlier. The power down's pretty nice. It's not a hit though. But yeah, I think that Zoro is pretty cool. Someone left a comment on my RG Luffy video saying that they've been playing that in RG Luffy, so I don't know, I haven't tried it. I haven't really thought about it. But that's something that could be pretty interesting to try out. Salamander, Mr. 9, Usopp, Treble, Miss Wednesday. Hey, my boy Megalo. We need these for Shirahoshi. I'm not sure how much play this is going to see outside of Shirahoshi and Jinbei right now. Because a lot of decks like to have searchable 2Ks. And in green specifically, your non-searchable 2K is almost always 3-cost Tashigi. So my boy Megalo's got stiff competition, but this effect is very, very good, right? This is a really good effect. So I don't know, potential for future, I think. And we got a Captain Kid. Useless Captain Mid. That's okay, though. But yeah, I'm super stoked for this meta. The OP13 meta. I've been playing this deck since set 6. Since around the end of set 5, start set 6, when the Uta deck came out. I think OP13 is my least favourite meta by some way. I'm lucky in that my locals is not super sweaty, so we played like Rogue Week. We played off-meta decks quite a lot. But yeah, the Emu Ace Zoro triangle, when it's really just Emu and Ace, is very dull. Boa, Brickbat, for fun. Ooh, look at that! We did get a leader, and I think we got the best one just there. That's nuts, man. Look at the size of that forehead. You could play tic-tac-toe on that. What a time to be alive. So yeah, this is sort of the new hottest leader in multiple ways, I suppose, on the block. The triggers, when you get the triggers with this deck, it can be quite obnoxious. Let me tell you that. It's quite difficult to play into Boa, but yeah, it can be very rewarding when you do beat them. It always feels really, really good, and the texturing on these alt leaders is always super nice. Look at that. Cool, so that's our 3 hits. So the rest of this pack is probably dead, so I'll probably just jump to the end of these packs, and then we'll nip into the second box, because you can, as far as I know, you get a max of 3 hits. So on the end of this one, we've got Aladdin, Shanks, definitely need 4 of these, and we've got the other Don, the Mihawk Don. Which is your favourite? Do you prefer the Mihawk Don or the Egghead Don? For me, definitely the Egghead Don. Like, Mihawk's, he's a cool guy. He's got a lot of aura, right? He's just kind of chilling there. He appeared so early in the show as well. So early in the show. Yeah, the Baratier, right? Yeah, he came over, just wrecked Zoro, and just walked away. So said nothing. Spider-Mice. Oh, we're going to the end, aren't we? Yes. I've got a Kikinojo and a Miss Valentine. This is a great card in Mihawk. This is obviously your searcher for Crocodile. Just a few more packs here, and then we will jump into box number 2. But that has been a brilliant box. If that's what the standard is, it's going to be hard to top that, right? And on the end of this one, we got Mr. 1 and Isho. Another. There's so many rares in this set. I wonder if any of the rares will have value. Because typically, they don't. DMG, I think, is the last one. DMG in set 12 had a bit of value. That's currently going around £2 in EU, I believe. Oh, we're missing 2 SRs, right? Yeah, we're missing 2 SRs. I forgot about those. So yeah, DMG is a little bit expensive, but rares generally don't have a lot of value on release. But with them being about 50% rarer in this set, I don't know, we'll see. Monet? Hey, we got one of the Namis! Let's go. I need at least 3 of these. RG Luffy. That's going to be one of my priority trades, because I think that is the first deck I'm going to build. It's going to take time to assemble the Mihawk secret rares for Mihawk. RG Luffy, I've got most of the deck already, obviously. Just need the Namis and the Usops, I think is all that's in this new set. For RG Luffy, there's another Usopp. Disappointed, Harona, and X-Drake. If you're playing pre-release, watch out for this. This, when attacking, ridiculous in pre-release. Stat line, really, really good. It's going to help you control your opponent's board very easily. I personally think that is one of the best cards in the set for pre-release. Even including, like, secret rares and things. I think that X-Drake is crazy. Pretty good in standard, in constructed as well. You see it in not only in Red Lore, but also in RG Lore. And I've even seen RG Smoker builds playing it. Ocean Current Shoulder Throw, this is terrible. I don't know what they were thinking. There's like no targets. Hey, Anamoria. Shout out Abster. He loves this deck. I don't love this deck. I think it's pretty decent, but yeah, I'm not a Moria believer really. I think he's a solid deck, but I think the only person who's going to top with him is Abster. Put it that way. Then on the end of this one, we got another Monet and this 5-cost Boa. I wonder if this sees play. It feels a little underwhelming. Just 5/7, draw 2 trash run. Nothing funky. Does have a trigger, but I'm not convinced. Let me know what you think, because that's obviously not been legal in the East, where we've had all of the Boa results coming from. So it's much harder to judge than the other cards. Well, that was a brilliant box, I must say. Got the Boa leader, got a lovely all-art Jinbei, and a secret crocodile. Brilliant stuff. I doubt we can top that, but I'm going to do my best. And we'll dig into box number 2. Is there any other Navy cards in this set? Is it just the SP Sengoku? Are there any SRs? I can't think of any. Can't think of any Navy SRs. Maybe I'm missing something off the top of my head, though. No, because the Toshigis are rare. Toshigi's rare. X-Drake doesn't have an ult, which is, you know, it is what it is. But now we're back to a fresh box. Who knows what could be in this one? Spider Mice, Senor Pink. We'll probably go a little bit faster through these cards now. This is really good for Shiroshi, though. I will pause there. I can't help but talk about the cards. I love talking about the decks and the cards. So if you are someone who's just getting into the game, you can, I don't know, you can know that a lot of these cards that you're pulling are good in the meta. Got a Jinbei. Oh, I forgot about these for a minute. Got the gold Mihawk Don. Look at that. That looks clean. I do kind of like that, actually. I do kind of like that. I like that more than the Roger Don. That's a nice one. The gold on the Don text, the lettering. The smooth black cape. That looks clean. He got like the texturing on his arms as well. That's a nice hit. I think this... I don't know. I think this is probably going to be the more popular one of the two. I personally prefer the Egghead one. But they're both really nice. And Mihawk's got a lot of fans. What was it from that one video? Dragol. Yeah. Oh dear. Isho, underwhelming. Thought this was going to be needed for Emu. It's quite funny. Mihawk's one of the first decks that just has a good matchup into Emu. Even without this card. Salami. Decent little buff for Green Jinbei, but, you know, he's got some issues. But I don't think that's solving. Law, Toshigi, and Azoro. Nothing funky there. I do really like that they've stopped the leader packs all being dead, because it did feel really bad. Like, when you open a pack, right, you see the side. Whether you want to or not, you're going to see the side. And when you saw that big flash of blue or red or whatever halfway through the pack, it was like, oh, great, it's a waste of time. Pack's dead. But now that they've made it so that you can get hits in leader packs, I think that's pretty cool. This is another one to watch out for pre-release. It's basically the same as the X-Drake. Slightly worse condition on the when attacking, but still helps you battle for board. And this is really, really good in the Dofi deck, in Constructors as well. So Virgo, definitely one of the better rares you can pull. Oh, he has an ult, doesn't he? He's Navy. Yes, that's the other Navy ult. I guess we need to find a Virgo, huh? I don't think he'll be too expensive. Quite an ugly character. Not a very popular character either. I think Dofi, while it's a very good deck, I don't think it will be the most popular deck. Just the play style, it's quite technical. And it's also, I don't know, you've got some really cool plays, but it's not like flashy, like when Boa gets the triggers and you're popping off. Mihawk has the like incredible on-curve plays. Dofi is more like gaining inches with these leader effects, counter events, you know, all those things. But the deck is very, very powerful, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Dofi top lots of events this format. Monkey D. Luffy, another good one, and Monkey D. Luffy, I suppose. This is a nice searcher for RP Law. RP Law, he's banned. RG Law and R Law. Too many R Laws. So many law leaders, man. Yeah, pour one out for Kuma leader and not being in this set. Sad. But yeah, this Luffy searcher is good. The extra effect is nice. I really like these searchers, like the Kujaku as well, where they give them a second effect. Just, I don't know, the cards just feel more fun when they do more things, right? There's Yu-Gi-Oh players in watching. Your cards do like a million things, right? I don't know if I want them to be that crazy, but Eustace Kid and another King. Great stuff. Like I say, the King's going straight in Kaido. But yeah, good luck at your pre-releases. If you're going tomorrow, this weekend, whenever you're going to your pre-release, good luck. If you haven't seen my pre-release guide, shameless plug, you can check it out if you like. But even if you don't want, if you can't be bothered, just have fun, crack some packs, and I hope you all pull mangas. Shaku Yaku, Ground Death, and a Carrot. I think this deck's maybe a little overrated, but this card is wild. This card can't underrate this card. Or overrate this card. Yeah. This card's crazy. The extra aggression you get out of that Carrot towards the late game, nuts. Absolutely nuts. The deck just sometimes struggles to get going, in my opinion. But once you get to your late game with this carrot, crazy business. You can be swinging like 7-7-5, 7-7-5, just with like 2 carrots and your leader. If you got Lord Beppo or another one of these, you're going crazy. You're going absolutely crazy. Such a good card. Pentagrammatic String, Dellinger, Hancock. Oh, Alt Perona. I know someone will be after this one. The homie Joe from the IRL videos all that time ago. He collects Peronas. Oh, is that a little bit of white? No, it's just fluff. Just fluff, I think. Yeah, like, look at the texturing around the house. This is Mihawk's mansion, right? On Muggy Kingdom. That's really clean. That's a very nice alt art. Sick. Well, do you know what? Pretty good box already. We've got one of the better cards in the set as an alt art. And I know a home for it to go to. So that's just perfect. Yeah. If we can get Virgo alt art from this box as well, that'd be pretty cool. I know a lot of people are going to be chasing mangas. But, you know, I'm happy with just regular alts. There's some really, really nice ones out there. I actually think the alts and SPs look better than mangas. I don't think they look that good. Massively overrated. So let's hope that the Poke Bros don't catch on to the fact that the alt arts look so fucking good in this game. It's like, the SPs look great, but some of the alt arts are fire. Like that Perona, that's a really nice looking card. Strive to surpass me. Big debate, is this better than Trichiliacosm? I think no. I think generally I prefer Trichiliacosm, but it's not a bad card at all. Absalom on the end. RP Kid's another deck I need to revisit with the new additions. Gain the Kamazo, and also obviously that 7-cost Kid that we've just seen. Decent buffs for the deck. Don't know personally, we'll see, but decent little buffs for the deck. Igarum, Kamazo, Yosku, Gorgon Sisters, Mihawk, Golden Week, You'll Frighten Me, hey, and a Doflamingo. Nice, not bad. Mainly good in Doflamingo, but I could see this in play in other decks as well. Because the second part of the effect is not lead locked. You can only KO an 8 if you're a Don Quixote Pirate. But you can always stun 3/7s, and in my opinion, that's the better half anyway, usually. So, yeah, kind of weird that that's the one that's leader locked, but I'm not complaining. More versatility is always good. Chakra Impel, Flame Dragon Torch, and the regular Don. Regular Don to go with our gold Don. Does this mean we don't get a regular Egghead Don? I would assume so. I would assume so. Not that I'm complaining at all. Very fortunate to be able to buy these for not the stinky American prices. Because I do feel bad for people in the States who don't have good LGSs. The prices on like TCG Player, diabolical. I really hope your LGSs are able to hook you up with these at, or preferably below, retail. Because I think they can afford to. A lot of stores just don't, for whatever reason. But yeah, the market price was like $230 in my Market Watch video the other day. Wild. I wouldn't be buying these. If I'd been having to pay $230 for these, they would not be here on camera right now. That's for sure. Can't justify that. Silly, silly. EU price is much better, and yeah, it is what it is. Another king. I think that's nearly 4 kings. It's kind of wild, given that I think you are going to struggle to get playsets of rares from, like, certainly from 2 boxes. Maybe, usually it's 3. You get a playset of all the rares. I think this time it maybe you'll need 4. Should be interesting. Groggy Monsters. Hear the sound. Karubi. Mr. 5. Hurry up and make me the Pirate King. There he is indeed. Mr. Hogback. Small rant. I hate these cards. I hate this Thriller Bark shit, man. In Moria. It's cool. So many damn leaders. You see people posting lists with this crap in so many leaders, and I don't like it. Anyway, on the end, we've got a Vivi. Pretty useless at the minute, but once Vivi comes out, I'm interested to try that with the Chakra Impel. I'm not convinced it's going to be worth it, because that is really the only very good target. You've got a couple of other decent ones, the Nami, the no, you can't play Vivi, can you? No. and the 8-cost Luffy, I guess. But yeah, we'll see. The fact that forcing them to get rid of a card is good. That's a solid effect. Tashigi, and another Missile Sunday. Damn, we really are just building Croc, huh? 2 boxes, 2 Missile Sundays. No Boa SRs. I'm probably not building anything with Boa, so I'm not too upset, but I do think that is going to be the most expensive one in the set. I don't know how far by, because there's some other good cards. There's a lot of good SRs in this set, right? The Carrot, I think, is going to be fairly popular. The Perona is going to be a good one. Yeah, quite a few good ones in the set. Not many bad ones, actually. The Luffy and the Law are probably 2 of the worst ones, just because Red Law is not that good. But, yeah. When you think about it, Crocodile getting 2 SRs and a secret rare. Kind of greedy. Kind of greedy. Jinbei got, what, 1 SR? Yeah, just 1, right? Oh dear, Calgara all over again. Time for the counterattack and Queen. We do need Queens. Is that the first Queen? I don't remember seeing them, but I could have done. I'm assuming we'll get 1 more hit in this box, because 1 hit plus Gold Don would feel kind of bad, I guess. But I'm assuming the Gold Don is always a 3-hit box. But we'll find out. Maybe that's it. We just got a couple more SRs. Can't really complain anyway. The Mihawk Don in gold does look very good. Sugar. Ice time. Nice buff for Kuzan, that. Both that, the Isho, and the Bluegrass. Kuzan video, hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow, Kuzan video. But I think he's pretty good now. I think he is pretty good. The Isho especially, not this one. The blue Isho especially, is going to be really, really nice for just everything. It's a good 5-don play. We didn't have one before. Sniping a bunch of cards is great into both Emu and Ace. And Mihawk's quite often got 6 as well. So I can see that being a pretty powerful play on curve. Bullet String, Bird Neptunian, Crocodile, Odin, Arlong. Yo, look at this face. Look at this face. POV, you are ruining yellow decks everywhere. Can't complain about that, man. 2 alt leaders in 2 boxes. That's crazy. That's very, very good luck. Look at that. Boa and Laura got the 2 yellow ones. It's telling me to believe in the triggers. Just have to believe in the triggers. I don't think I do. Cool, we've got 4 more boxes. Should be 2 more SRs to go. Can we get a single Boa SR? Perona SRs as well would be good. Like I play for the Mihawk. But yeah, these been some great boxes. Had 2 leaders, a really nice Jinbei art, and a Gold Don. Can't complain about that. Urouge, Koala, Human Drill, Zoro, and my boy Megalo. Magaloof. Yeah, he's been great boxes. Really, really good. So, thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you hanging out, opening some packs. Always fun every set. I love doing like 1 opening video every set. The Red Law Leader. Yeah, this guy's effect is cool. But yeah, I love doing these opening videos because, I don't know, it's just nice to have one in the background. I sometimes put other people's on as well. It is cool to have one in the background. Hey, we did get a Boa SR. Nice. Nice one. Yeah, I think of the SRs we've seen, we'll pull them all back out at the end. But, yeah, I do think she's solidly the best. It's Big Mum, but it costs 9. Insane. And it's locked to, like, better leaders. Because Katakuri was pretty good for a long time, but all the other yellow Big Mum Pirates leaders. Pudding was alright as well, to be fair. Yeah, Big Mum had her time. But Boa, I don't know, man. Boa's pretty good. Another Kikunojo. Second Kikunojo. One of the homies used to play RG Odin, so maybe he'll be interested in those. I don't know. We'll have to see. Final pack. I don't think there's any chance of anything on the end, but I suppose you never know. Ryuma, Strive to Surpass Me, Porsche, Bluegrass, Gorgons, broken-ass card. I don't like this one. Why is this a 2k, Bandai? Why is this a 2k? Baby 5. Make me the Pirate King. Aladdin and a Shanks. What a way to end. Shanks Saturday. Except it's not Saturday. Spoiler alert. The ult of this is insane as well, actually. That's another one I forgot about. The ult of this Shanks is crazy. Really, really nice card. But hey, let's put these to the side and we'll pull out the hits. Got those there. These 3 and these ones. So there's the hits. 1, 2, 3. So in terms of the hits, we did get the gold Mihawk Don. Banger. Really pleased with that one. The Alt-Art Perona, which I know I will have a home for. Moria, who I'm not sure I will, but he will end up in my leader binder. Because I do, like I say, I collect all the Alt-Art leaders. And so will Boa. Really nice looking on this one. Big ass forehead. Look at that. Crocodile Secret Rare. Probably looking to trade that with someone who's building Croc. Maybe I can trade it for a Mihawk Secret Rare if I'm lucky. That'd be nice. And then Big Jinbei, who I think I will hang on to and stick in Sakazuki when that Isuka comes out. And in terms of the SRs, we got a couple dupes, right? Yeah, we got a dupe on the Missile Sunday. We got a dupe on Rosanante's headed out. Dupe on Kikunojo. And that's it, just 2 dupes. And there are 15 in this set, so we got 12 of them. What are the 3 I missed? We didn't get Perona. We did not get Perona. We did not get... We didn't get any blue ones. Oh, we didn't get Jinbei. We didn't get Perona. And we didn't get... It's got to be... Is it a purple one? Foxy. Foxy. We didn't get Perona. We didn't get Jinbei. We didn't get Foxy. We got at least one of all the others. Very happy with at least one Boa. That's great stuff. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. Hope you have great luck on your packs. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.